I'm here with Lauren Britton Loves, who is really lovely, and I do training with her as well. And she's got an amazing channel, which I'm on her channel now. How exciting is that? So we were going to do a little video just talking really about skin and the benefits of how like exercise is really good for skin and nutrition. But you've got amazing skin.
I take quite a few supplements as well as doing like my good skincare routine, but having acne for probably like the last year, like consistently, I've kind of looked at my food a lot more. I've looked at supplements, looked at health and exercise, just how that can all work together to make my skin quite clear. I think it's looking quite good at the moment.
Trust me, it is looking really good. It looks really, really good. You're already glowing.
After our workout, like, you can notice it's like a natural dewy glow, which really helps kind of get that circulation going. So I've definitely got a lot of questions about skin, and also how food is really good for skin.
I mean, I think the thing is with exercise, what people forget is like exercise is one of the best ways to actually really, in a way, I sort of say, give yourself a facial from the inside out. Like, you know, our skin, the outside of your skin is, we can go and buy all these really ridiculously expensive products. Oh my goodness, I bought so many of them, you know, and crazy names like Dragon's Blood Gel that I remember buying once, and like snail paste or something.
Oh, no,
and the weird thing was, the more expensive it was, the more I thought I should buy it, because it's gonna, you know, but the truth be known, actually just doing a quick little HIIT workout is one of the best ways to do it, because what you're doing is you're then increasing your core body temperature, which then means you're sweating, you're glowing, and it's a bit like rinsing your skin from inside out. That's why it's really good, and also it just makes you feel fantastic. And the other thing that I think is really important, like when you eat, when you exercise, you then want to make the right food choices.
Yeah, exactly.
And so by doing that, remember, you know, in things like these, right, let's see what my catching's like. Avocados are one of the best things you can do for your skin, because they are full of vitamin E, which is just amazing. So these sort of things, we've also got some, love these, they're like little rubies, pomegranates, you know, again, they're full of vitamin C. So it's just, it is really about simply having a healthy lifestyle. So anyone that knows me knows I don't really cook, but I'm really into like having healthy foods, but I enjoy my food as well. I'm not too obsessed about calorie counting, even though I actually think at the moment it's really important for people to have a rough idea of how many calories they are consuming, because there's so much kind of like hidden sugars in stuff, and the easiest way to do that really quite simply is just make sure you eat clean, because when you eat clean, then we know there's no manufacturer that's put sugar in that. So avocados, do you love them?
I love avocados.
I love them so much. I don't know what one I love the most, avocado or hummus. It's a tough
bit
one.
Of both. There's a wrap that I like to make. I had it in Brighton, but I made my own version here. And, it's like
and what was that?
It's like veggie Wyndham-Read sausages, and filled with avocado, a bit of hummus, onion chutney, and mustard, bit of salad in a wrap. And it's really good. That's the one thing, because I eat plant-based vegan.
Yeah.
Like, I have a few little things, like I still have honey, but it's finding that good food which is
absolutely
clean, and having a variation, because sometimes I just end up having the same thing over and over again.
And it is important. Let's just can we look at the colour of that?
That's a
really good avocado. That's really hard to find, and that is the first one we've done. Isn't it? It's really handy, because I've only got another one. That is the perfect.
No, that we love avocado.
Oh really? Okay, there's hundreds in there. There we are. So you know, and just look at the colour of that. Isn't it? That's where it just shows you, like, fresh, clean food to me is amazing. So, do you know that I haven't tried it, but apparently you can even mash up in a blender the avocado stones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I haven't tried it.
I never tried that. No.
So what I like to do is then, obviously, the riper they are, the better. We'll go for doing the whole thing, especially as we both love them.
Yeah, did you know, because we had a chef come over, and he made us breakfast, which is the most amazing thing ever.
Cool, what did you have?
I had vegan pancakes with raspberries and chocolate sauce, but he did an avocado mousse to end it, and I was like,
for breakfast?
For breakfast,
I want to come here for breakfast. How amazing.
But he was trying all these tricks, like how you can tell if your avocado is right. So if you go to the supermarket, you're just like, because otherwise you're squeezing them, you start bruising them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've just licked my fingers.
Yeah.
How naughty.
We've got.
So he did what?
He flicked the top like the little seed bit on the top
Yeah.
of the avocado, and if that comes straight off, then you know it's ripe enough to buy it.
That's really cool. I'm going to do that because sometimes there's nothing more annoying when you get back and they're either really rock hard or, okay, there we are. So we'll put those there. Skins, we can get rid of those. So what I like to do with this little snack is I love lime juice.
Lime juice is
and
nice.
Lime juice is really, really nice with avocados. So we've got a little here. So we're just going to squeeze that in. And I find it really refreshing. Goes really well with avocado. So how cool having this chef come around for breakfast.
I know, it was quite like a nice thing as part of my blog.
Right.
So he came over.
Okay. You watch me make a real pig's ear of this. Okay.
He came over and like
Do that.
Huh?
How am I going to really mash that up? Okay, it's mashing. You just have to keep talking. Okay, this is good exercise for your arms. Yeah.
Yeah, he came over and as part of a thing to cook breakfast. And he just made breakfast, and he said the poor thing, he was up at 5 because he was worried about vegan food and like what to make, and I was just like, oh
and does he do that a lot? Does he do
Yeah, it's part of his service where you can have people.
I am getting it everywhere.
Do you want a bigger bowl? Do you want a bigger bowl?
Do you know what this is? When I go to my friend's place in the French kitchen, he is always laughing because I make such a mess of everything. But it tastes good. They're just a bit. You kind of need a plate that's got like a grip on it for an avocado.
Yeah,
don't you?
Would you like
Okay,
there
yeah.
we go.
Okay, there we are.
Let's
Let's try that. We'll try it with those ones.
Blame it on the avocado.
Yeah, it was, look, how do you get it to stay still? They need like,
I know.
I've done it. So he goes and shows people, is it like healthy cooking?
It's all cooking. You can just hire them for like catering or stuff, or just to come and cook you a meal. And I'm just like,
well, he needs to come here right now and help me. Mash this, have you got him on speed dial? He needs to come and mash this. Okay, let's see how quickly he can get here. That's fine.
Should I have a go? And then we
Yes,
can talk
please.
about
Yeah, you
skin,
do that.
skin stuff.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You're going to have
We'll share the joy.
The thing you were sort of saying about, like with skin, one of the best things is obviously drinking water. So the more you exercise, then the more water you want to drink, and that's, you know.
How much water would you say a day you need to drink? Because I have those 1.5 litre bottles, and I get up through about like one of those a day. But I think should be more.
You know what? I think it's like some people say 2 litres of water, or I always just kind of like to go 6 to 8 glasses, because I think it's, if you're not used to drinking water, if you then say, oh, I've got to drink 8 glasses, you then think you can't do it, then you don't stick to it. But, you know, always just have a glass of water in the morning, midday, or kind of like at snack time, lunchtime, and just really kind of get into the habit of it. And remember, with water, there's lots of ways you can have water. You can have hot water with lemon. You can have fizzy water, ice cold water. You can make some really nice, like, you're so much better.
I did have to do it a bit cack-handed.
Oh my goodness. You put me to shame with avocado smashing. I officially cannot smash avocados.
Some people blend it up though and just think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah. I'm just way too impatient for that. And then it means I've got to clean a blender. But yeah, and then you can have like really, you know, just ice cubes. You can make ice cubes yourself where you put like mint, strawberries in, cucumbers, stuff like that.
Really
and
nice.
You know, that's really nice. And the other really good thing that you could do is get like a big water bottle and just put like a little heart or stars on different things, and kind of, you know, that's your goal. By 11 o'clock, you've got to have drunk down to like star 1 or the pink star or something like that.
That's
and it's, you know, it's just about, it's making it a habit, isn't it? You know, and if you don't like water, then, you know, add a tiny bit of, you know, of juice, a little bit of flavour, just be really careful, because some of those have got so much sugar in, you know, loads of them.
Right.
Okay, so now you have mashed that avocado, so it looks perfect. So we've put a bit of lime juice. I mean, this is just really simple. This isn't cooking, this is spreading.
It is spreading, but it's a nice snack as well, which is really good.
It is really good. Okay, so then literally, I love these kind of, but you could use anything. These are just super thin little kind of crisp bread things, but there's, you could use oat cakes. You could also use like half a little pita bread. You could toast one of those up, which are really nice. And then And of course, the great thing is with this, you don't need to have any butter or anything.
Yeah,
It's creamy. It's and because avocados are fat, but remember they're the really good fat. That's the important thing. And I swear that, you know, for women, I know this sounds, don't quote me on this, but for me, I like to work out, I like to exercise, but I still want to have be a feminine shape. So I don't want to lose my boobs and hips and stuff like that. And so, but I swear by having avocados every day helps keep you plump in all the right places. Yeah. Right, here comes the pretty bits. You'll be able to take an amazing picture of this because you're so good at all that. But you know what's really lovely? Have you had, I'm sure you've had pomegranate with avocado before, but it tastes so nice and sweet. And then this, I just love this stuff.
It's a really nice thick
Okay,
plate.
does it, have I put the lid on properly?
Oh, that's fine. You just got to squeeze it a little bit.
Right, just tiny bit. You watch as it will then go everywhere. Oh my goodness, hello. How much are we loving that? Can we look at that?
Should we get a close up?
Yeah.
Should I take it on a plate?
You take it on a plate.
There we go. Oh.
Look. Oh my god. How lovely.
Perfect snack.
Right, I've got to make one. We've got to do the taste test.
Yes.
The taste test.
So I know you said like crisp breads, but if someone's going to eat bread,
yeah,
I know I love bread. Bread is my thing. What's the best bread to have? Like, is it sourdough, whole wheat, brown?
Yeah, you know what? The kind of like rye bread, sourdough, you know, anything that's wholemeal, whole grain, the stuff really which is kind of like 100% without anything added in.
Yeah.
And it, you know, it's really funny. Like, I would not touch white bread at all.
Oh god, no, not anymore.
Could you imagine? Like now,
it's so weird. Like, I looked back. Like, we do this regularly. We look back at all the food that I've ever eaten in the past. Like, I used to have smiley faces and waffles. I used to eat slabs of dairy milk and like. I mean,
did you ever do a Pop-Tart?
No, I never did Pop-Tart.
I did a Pop-Tart once.
Never did
disgusting. Yeah.
Actually, we just bought some vegan ice cream and it tastes like Angel Delight.
Right.
But it's not like.
No. Oh my god. You're too young to remember Angel Delight.
Oh no, but I definitely had Angel Delight. I remember so many evenings having Angel Delight.
Yeah.
But I also would when I turned 18, we used to go out clubbing and stuff, and like I used to always wake up the next day feeling always horrendous. And I just thought like, if I want to like look after my body, why am I like?
Well, it's
eating and drinking all this stuff?
It's so true, isn't it? Because if you think about it, like our body doesn't make vitamins and minerals. We have to digest them. So if we're eating absolute rubbish, then we're not getting our vitamins and minerals. And you know, I put thing up on my Instagram post the other day. If it's a true professional on Instagram, they are not going to be a fitness professional, or health professional. They're not going to tell you need to have this protein powder, this skinny tea, this blah blah blah, all that.
Yeah.
You just don't need it. You absolutely don't. If you just eat a healthy diet, and you can still have that odd treat. I love chocolate, and I'm still going to have chocolate, and I'm still going to occasionally go out and have something that's a little bit naughty, but it doesn't matter. It's just about balance. And it's just about, you know, being creative, finding stuff that you enjoy. But bread, I would say like rye bread, sourdough bread, wholemeal, whole grain, because remember with that, it just means it's kind of, you've got all the fibre on it. And obviously, if there's only white bread, then you go without bread. Simple as that, really.
There was a really good bread actually in Morrison's that we used to have. I think it is a rye bread, but it's like perfectly crispy on the outside and really soft on the inside. And I'm just like, that's the perfect toast there.
But you see bread, a lot of girls think, and guys, you know, they all think, oh my god, can't touch carbs.
I have that for years. I wouldn't touch bread because like getting bread, you know, makes you bloated and big. I saw lots of people say you can't have bread because the flour makes your stomach expand, which, you know, to some extent it is true, but then if it's a good carb, like sweet potatoes are good carbs, if it's like a good bread with no nasty stuff in it, then
it's fine.
You can't cut it out.
No, and it's also, we need carbohydrates are an essential part of our nutrients that the body needs, because carbohydrates are what supply you with energy. So if you think about it, it's a bit like if we're not having our carbohydrates, that's like our iPhone or our phones without having any charge. I mean, how much would we panic about that?
So
Mine has to be charged all the time. So it's a bit like with the body, you know, we need to have those carbohydrates, but it just goes back to making sure you're eating the right carbs. It's as simple as that. And also with bread, a lot of people forget it's all the toppings and everything else that they're putting inside it, like the mayonnaise and, you know, so many of these big fast food places, I won't mention any names, that people think that they're healthy because they're kind of, but you go in and you can choose your topping, you can choose your roll, but you know there's loads of sugar in those. But we know there's no real sugar. There might be a teeny tiny bit of sugar in this.
Maybe a tiny bit?
Tiny bit, let's have a look. There might be a little bit.
Balsamic, cornstarch.
It will just be...
White wine.
Ooh. But we've only got a tiny...
caramel.
Yeah, we've only got a tiny bit, haven't we?
Right, so let's have...
Should we do the taste test?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice with the pomegranates.
And you know what's nice in it as well? Is the lime. Like, I would actually put more lime in because I love lime. I would just like dose it in lime.
So I'm the same.
It would be so limed up.
Lime, garlic, any spices. I'm just like, put a bit more in.
But that's so nice. That's so easy. It's easy when you mash the avocado. Not when I mash it because that takes forever. But delicious. Oh my god, that is so nice when you hit the balsamic bit. That is when it is just like. How lovely. So quick little hit workout, then a quick hit the avocado, smash it up, put it on your crisp bread, toast, pizza, whatever, oat cake.
Make it pretty.
Yeah, put some rubies, which are pomegranates, a little drizzle of balsamic, and there you go.
Yay! Chin
Tasty. Chin. Cheers. Yeah, chin chin.
So I hope you enjoyed that video. I had so much fun making it with Lauren, and as you can see, I'm such a messy cook. So don't forget, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and if you're not already, do then go over to her channel and subscribe because she is the sweetest and most real girl. She's so lovely. And if you want to get more ideas on workouts or just some inspiration for my before and afters, don't forget to head to my website, which is lwrfitness.com. I'll leave a link in the description box below.